Interesting. Yeah, I just never in 1,000 years thought I'd see Robbie Amell in this. I'm sorry. It's throwing me off so much. I'm back. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and I am back finally with a reaction to season 3 of The Witcher. This is really late, I know, but I just got so caught up with other shows and I really did mean to come back to this, but I am finally coming back to it because I like this show a lot, and also because sadly it is Henry Cavill's final season of playing this role. I was devastated when I heard the news because I really think that he has absolutely slayed the character of Geralt. I honestly cannot picture anybody else doing it. I know that they have hired someone else, I believe Liam. Oh gosh, what's the last name just slipped out of my mind? Hemsworth, there we go. Liam Hemsworth apparently has been signed on as the new Geralt. And you know, I'm going to stay cautiously optimistic that he's going to do a good job with this role. I'm fairly certain Netflix tried to be very discerning in finding someone to replace such an iconic role. But yeah, we'll just have to see when we get there, which will probably be quite some time now with everything that went down this year. But anyways, let's come back to this particular season. I am looking forward to seeing where we go now. Last season was fantastic. We had a lot of growth, particularly with Ciri and with Yennefer's characters. They both had some pretty crazy arcs, with Yennefer losing her powers or access to her powers for a certain amount of time, and Ciri getting a better understanding of just how powerful she is and what place she really plays, or the place that she holds in the overall unfolding of what will happen in their world, this collision between all these different worlds, and how she very much is a centerpiece of all of it. We also discovered that Ciri's father is not gone. We thought back in season 1 and 2, we were told that her parents were lost at sea, but it looks like her father was never lost at sea. He just took care of her mother, and now he is indeed still alive, and he wants Ciri back because he wants to use Ciri for his own nefarious purposes, which goes against everything that Geralt and Yennefer have been working for. And we know that Geralt and Yennefer have effectively become Ciri's substitute parents. So there's going to be some interesting things going down this season if Ciri and her father do interface, because that's definitely going to open the door for, you know, family connection, as in natural blood family versus the nurtured family she's developed with Geralt and with Yennefer. Ciri's still in for a lot of hard decisions and emotional growth in this season, I believe. And also just seeing for Geralt where things are going to go for him. We discovered last season as well that Ciri is possibly the key to creating more Witchers. The Witchers are a dying breed, but there's some believe that the Witcher's time is already passed and maybe it's best that they leave it there. But then you have others who feel like if there's a way to continue making them and monsters still exist, we need to keep them. So yeah, a lot of really good fodder to start out this season with. I'm looking forward to it as usual because I know that no matter what, the main actors of this show always deliver. And so I'm excited to jump in. So I think that's enough preamble. I'm going to jump into this episode. But just before I do, a reminder that I do a lot of reactions here on this channel. If you like these kinds of videos and you want to support me on this journey or any of the other ones that I do, please kindly hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Your girl is trying to get to 20K. I recently got to 10 and I'm so grateful and thankful so much for everyone who helped me get there. But let's keep growing. Let's keep going. And yes, I'd love you to join the family. And if you like this video, please, please, please leave a like on this video and leave some comments below. I absolutely love reading those comments and interacting with you guys. But please, no spoilers. I know that this show is very old, but please don't spoil me ahead of time. I'm going to get through this show in very good time. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right about now. That is a large ass door. Oh, those men are just very short.
Ashen hair and patrician countenance.
Patrician?
A mannerless, blanched brute. Master Rience will recompense you handsomely for illumination as to their whereabouts.
Who? Exactly. Can you simple it down?
We'll pay if you've seen them.
Yeah, you could have started with that. Who are these losers who actually think they can take Geralt on? My brother, you're gonna die today! See, was that worth it? My brother, if you have any brains in your head, you're gonna turn around and tell them they're not paying you enough for this. Anything for you, Professor? Don't shake your head now. You're still standing here.
Benignus,
Yep. I feel nothing for you, sir, because you laid there that long. Do you know how badly you have to messed up to look at your own body? Till your last moments, you looking at your body detached from your head? Whew. Great start, though.
Days pass, but the threats keep coming, fast and furiously.
Family.
Ciri's getting so big. When you think about the fact that she was like 13 when the show first aired, she's so big now.
But I will do everything in my power to help Ciri grow her magical skill, and to help keep her safe.
Least you can do.
It's going to be a long road ahead for all of us. Your friend, Yennefer.
Friend, okay, smart, going slow. Easy peas, right?
She has great potential, but little talent.
I don't think it's a matter of little talent. She's been through a lot. I feel like she's traumatically blocked.
Someday she'll be able to conjure something tastier than the squid you're likely bringing right now. Your friend, Yennefer.
I think it's hilarious that she's writing him letters like it's so high school, but Geralt is pissed. Damn, he's got good eyes.
Ciri, Yennefer, we're leaving.
That was a really good place to pick for Geralt, though. He's able to see danger coming in any direction for some time.
Burn it all down.
For why? What did the house do? You know they're not coming back if you guys know where it is. I am gonna need Ciri to start tapping into her powers quick, though, so she can make quick work of these people. Seriously, if they keep doing that, yes, the man can keep sending people, but people are gonna start not signing up. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to be exploded by the girl, you know? Is there no way they can change their appearances? Like, Yennefer, can you not change up everybody's looks so no one knows what they look like? Okay, Geralt. Actually, you know what? No. I don't feel bad for Yennefer yet. She really screwed up last season. And Lord knows if the tables were turned, Yennefer would be giving Geralt a huge, huge hard time.
I will remind you, though, that you asked, nay, begged me to teach her magic. Please conserve her energy so that I may properly
But she doesn't want to. It's clearly something she's avoiding.
Hen Irig.
Good job. It's okay. It was an old tree. Clearly the tree's fault. But I definitely think her magic is tied to trauma now, especially after what that horrible thing did last season. More? Well, at least this place is made of stone.
Just villagers, Geralt.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't trust it either. Yeah, they're getting desperate. At this point, it's not going to be the villagers. We'll hear about bounties. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where's remote enough for y'all. I really wish I could tell you. You probably need to go a place where there's no people. Literally, like, live in a rock somewhere. It sucks. But being on the run, you don't get the luxury of staying in a place where there's people. Not them in Canada. They are not dressed for this weather at all.
Really want to hide your day that mock? No one's looking for the black fucking wolf.
Right? I said that. Like, change your looks. You got a girl with shock blonde hair and Geralt with white hair and yellow eyes. Of course, people identify them immediately. At least Yennefer kind of blends. Oh my god, you two just make out already.
We'll continue magic lessons before the ice melts, I promise. But for now, perhaps the girl deserves a break.
That's what I was saying, is like, maybe if there's less anger and tension around what she's doing, there'll be more progress.
Yennefer.
Look at you, Geralt. You gotta stop. You know you're in love with that woman. It's been months now. I feel like she's proven that she's sorry. You can give her a chance. Tentatively, but give her a chance.
But I look through your window and you have more wine. And I'm begging for a refill.
Mushrooms. They're healthy. I don't really like oh, it's an onion. Never mind. Oh, it's an onion stuffed mushroom? What? Okay. You do what you do when you gotta forage. They're like a little family. I'm happy this is happening though, because if and when Ciri finally comes up against her dad, it's going to be a really strong bond with these two that'll probably keep her from doing whatever he wants. Geralt's like, don't try me. I will snap you in half.
Okay. Good night. Good night.
Ciri's like, I can read a room. Y'all gonna finally just talk this out now?
Good night.
She could not get up any slower. Good night. Good night. Did you, what? Oh, okay. Good night. So obvious. At least they got to stay here till spring.
Water magic is tricky.
That's what you said about earth magic and air magic.
Well, you have power like nothing I've seen. With fire magic, the source is you. It takes something you never get back. Your magic. Yes.
Got it.
You say magic isn't everything.
But you kind of acted that way exactly last season. Let's not play.
Well, if you knew, why did you do it?
It's all she's ever known. I think Ciri's different though. I do think if she uses fire magic, it's not going to take the toll on her that it did Yennefer.
Potatoes the size of gnome nuts.
Did they attack your convoy as well?
I don't know you were looking at gnome nuts.
They're just trying to soften the north with the grand cock of Nilfgaard.
Wow, that's graphic.
Amazing what people will do when you give them a second chance.
Time, Yennefer. Yeah, time.
Hold on. Hold on. Are you two fucking again?
I mean, let's get to the point.
Our Beltane festival's just down the valley. You should come.
I don't think she should leave.
It's not
Bad
safe.
idea.
Yeah, sorry, honey. You are far too visible.
Just say yes already.
I think it's a bad idea.
All around here.
But I understand this poor girl's been living in hiding for how many months now? And again, if you don't give her permission, she's probably just going to sneak out and go anyway. Are these are elf. Well, there's an elf and a man.
That Jacobace is trained to smell your kind from a league away.
Then I've come to the right place.
Yeah, you're a little too cocky.
And you can be its dinner.
It's not going to eat you too? Highly unlikely.
Put that fucking thing away.
For what? Great. Now monsters, as if men weren't enough for them to have to worry about. God, Geralt's never getting a good night's rest again. He should never have taken that child by surprise.
There is no sanctuary left for elves here.
All will become clear once we have Cirilla. She is our new hope.
You hope, but probably not.
They're back. It's not good.
No, you. Look at your hair growing in lavishly.
He doesn't need you to play nursemaid. He needs you to play soldier.
I'm sorry. Is that who I think it is?
Let me know if you...
I've been watching Uploaded recently. This is a hard mental switch.
Following orders, attacking convoys, doing the work to get our land back.
Doing the bidding.
Robbie Amell, I'm trying.
If there's to be another genocide, this time it'll be the humans.
Which will include Ciri. Anyway.
I don't know what you're looking for out there, but you want to keep elves alive. Here we are.
Interesting. Yeah, I just never in 1,000 years thought I'd see Robbie Amell in this. I'm sorry. It's throwing me off so much. I'm back.
Quieter, Your Highness. We wouldn't want your beloved to catch wind.
Wow. She looks old enough to be her mom. Sorry. Rude.
6 months, and what have you got to show for it? Excuses, expenses, but no sign of the new princess you wanted me to marry.
Ooh.
Blaming us for murdering that stupid elfin baby.
You deserve to die. You deserve to die.
We are still the most feared kingdom of the north.
You see how he totally dodged that question, meaning it totally was you guys? Yeah.
I decided to put my best person on it. Someone who I can trust.
You little bird girl? Oh.
What's that?
Woo!
His face like, for real?
Now we have to chaperone that royal seed waste too.
Damn, seed waste. Now that is a low blow. I'm going to have to keep that.
Now, as for Prince Seed Waste,
Damn.
Boulder Parchment Dagger.
Absolutely not.
Boulder Parchment Dagger?
If I do this, I'll be the only one giving orders when I get back.
Fair trade. Unless you can turn into a bird. That's what I thought. He didn't actually agree to that, sis. I just want to remind you, you should get that verbally expressed.
What do you think?
Aw, cute.
I think you need to hide your hair and mask your eyes.
Yes, I agree.
Would it kill you to say you look lovely?
Yeah, you're dealing with a teenage girl. Sorry, Geralt. We be like that sometimes. But he wasn't wrong, though. Just the wrong timing. You could have said you're very beautiful, but please. Ooh, this looks very bondage chic. Not Geralt actually salivating.
You look lovely.
Oh, so you have it for her, though. And you know what's really funny about the whole situation with Geralt and Yennefer? If Yennefer just accepted that Geralt might take a couple decades to get over this and just focused on just minding her business instead of reminding him that he hasn't forgiven her yet, he would have been over it by now. This is what people have to understand. When you've betrayed someone's trust, you have to let them come back to that trust in their own time. If you put pressure on them or keep reminding them that they haven't done it yet, it really doesn't help to add to your sincerity.
Happy birthday to you too.
Oh, he remembered.
I don't forget much.
Look at her bold face out. My God.
And the ride back. Don't forget the ride back.
How could I?
Emphasis on the word ride.
I know why I left, but why did you?
Reasons?
Scared of what would happen if we really tried.
Bit. I mean, I'm kind of like risking my life daily.
Let's go in the maze. Come on.
Where is your mask? I'm so frustrated. But I guess we don't have much of a season if they get to live in peace for most of it. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Yeah, I was gonna say, Geralt, get behind her quickly. Thank you. Get behind Ciri immediately, guys. Y'all have plenty of time to pick that up. Let's go. You two immortal. Ciri, not so much. What the shit was that? Was there a giant boulder that just rolled by? Oh, I forgot that beast is out.
Ciri!
And you had to go celebrate your birthday outside, huh? Y'all couldn't just make some grass and seeds cake at your house. No. Now look at this. Look who found you. Okay, that Witcher training actually helping out. Ooh, the superhero landing too. You better go, girl, but this thing is not stupid. Okay, not bad, but basically you just gave him a little bit of fresh air. Better. Okay. Oh, damn. Well, the intent was there. Ow. Let him do this. This is kind of his job. Underbelly, I was about to say. You can't be getting this thing on the top. Can we go home now? Not that that's safe anymore. Yep, time to go. Although her scent is not something she can easily wash off.
We'll find another home.
I liked this one.
Oh well, you wanted to go for your birthday. Although that thing would have found her regardless. Let me take it back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sounds by scent.
There you go.
Found Ciri because it knew her.
So wherever we go, he'll find us.
Pretty much.
Unless we find him first.
We draw him out.
Okay, sis.
I wouldn't have invited you if I knew it wasn't safe.
We know.
It wasn't
Now you
you,
make it up to
technically.
us.
Sorry. I mean, her going to the festival was still a risk, but yeah, if you've got someone who's got her scent, there's literally nothing to do.
Whereas this plan isn't going to work.
Count me in. Tell me what I need to do.
Please spare him.
Pay Lars all the way to Aden with my caravan. Gonna charge him double if I have to put up with any of her yappery.
So loud.
She'll be traveling with someone we trust. Someone seemingly innocuous.
Oh, come on!
Welcome back, baby. Missed you.
All is fair.
Is it though?
Ah! Exactly.
Ooh, when will magic, sexy women just stop jumping out at me?
I like the hidden compliment.
And you can fucking have him. And his pox-marked cock.
Now
Oh.
who's lying?
Damn.
I thought I left you cradling a pint of ale some distance away.
You did. I got bored.
Maybe you're underestimating him.
Ooh, the Prince of Redania. Fuck, I don't really know what I'm supposed to bow or curtsy or... I've been holding your hand for a very long time. I'm so sorry about that. Listen,
Just relax, bro.
Redania is not a bad place. A bit cold in the winter and
human in some of the
I think you underestimated him, guys. I don't think the king's that dumb.
If your time at court's been stayed, you've been doing it wrong.
Either deliver
She's like, what is happening?
for 5 days.
Oh, bro. How did you get into this mess, eh?
Again with this fresh hell.
Yep,
Miss
you
Susie?
deserve it.
Fucking no!
I know you know it's a rule of threes thing. It has to be done. What can I do for you, guys?
I've got ears and good taste, so nothing.
Period.
I rode 4 days to get here, battling hunger, battling the elements.
4 days. That means you have 1 day left before they go after the elves.
You didn't save me. She didn't save me. She didn't.
Even the horse is like, please stop lying. Please. Oh, so many people are not going to survive this. Too many faces I don't know. Where is this place? Or what was it, I should say. That kind of looks like a... Oh, maybe not. I was going to say it kind of looks like the... What are the name of those towers again? Obelisks? It's been a minute.
It's Shaerrawedd.
Ah.
Brave and inspiring elven warrior who thought she could defeat the humans. She was wrong.
Damn.
She did fight for what she believed in. She led those young and passionate elves to war.
Clearly lost.
And in doing so, they condemned their species to annihilation. She led them all to their deaths.
But they died for what they believed in.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help in keeping you alive.
Yeah, I guess it depends what your priority is. I mean, staying alive is important, but I agree that war is just senseless, in my opinion.
Travel with more gods.
Eat.
I don't know, maybe they don't expect to get jumped.
We fight just like you. Then eat what you captured.
All elves share equally. Otherwise, we're no better than the humans.
They're like, I'm okay with that right now because I'm kind of hungry.
You were right. Our Scoia'tael forces should be united. In purpose, but also in action.
That's true.
But we both want a home, and we can find it faster together.
True.
Tomorrow, we make our next move. I'll be by your side, as long as it takes.
Those are the kind of leaders that get respected, the ones that don't just push everybody out to do all the orders. But he still looks like he's a little bit distrustful, understandably. My sir, should you be resting that comfortably? Outside? What?
Ciri!
That's what I said. Y'all sleeping way too heavily. I kind of love him. If y'all kill Yarp, I'm going to be so mad. You cannot kill Yarp and I'm dead ass.
Couldn't sleep thinking about Ellerin and my grandmother. They lived centuries apart but burned with the exact same mission. Wipe the other species off the continent.
And she's got both blood in her veins. So now what do?
You say Ellerin's idealism is what led to the massacre of the young elves, but maybe if her elders had supported her instead of abandoning her, they could have won.
Maybe.
Excuse
me?
What has been need not always be.
Yes.
Francesca, the Elven Queen, she believed she could offer something more to her people.
Well, she's kind of on the murder path right now, but you know.
Neneke said, I have the power to change the cycle of hatred. And I want to.
Good for you.
To be the balance between kings and mages and to align the continent instead of constantly pitting parts against each other. Because I am sick and tired of destruction and loss.
For her to be saying that when she hasn't even fully exited puberty, like, my God. Y'all really need to get together, adults.
I do doubt the world, though.
Okay, but Geralt, you need to take some of your centuries of cynicism, yeah, and swallow it, okay? That's the only way we move forward, unfortunately, as humans, is we got to have somebody who says, you know what? Your elderly experience is valuable, but it's not always right. And nothing changes if everyone believes the same stuff. But Geralt has valid points. History does have a bad habit of repeating itself because people don't change.
She can do this.
I have faith in her. Especially now that she has her resolve.
Alone at last.
Is she? That's right. Let them know she ain't no shrinking violet.
Last time I beat you with my wits. This time you mean my magic.
She's like, I don't think so. How about you get a little toast right back at you, bitch? Can you grab him before he portals, please?
This is too easy!
I love those bastards. I told you he was gonna portal out of here. Hi, still here. Keep using it while it burns you alive. Keep going. Jesus. Oh no.
The fuck is the caravan? She's all that matters.
She's like, you little... He's not your friend anymore, Ciri. Yeah, she's like, excuse me. Back the fuck up. Leave them alone! No! Listen, Amel, you're the one that was, you know, I was sparing you, but you're gonna join your cousin soon if you keep taking out my friends.
She's Hen Ikea. She belongs with me.
Don't come for her daughter. Don't do that. Break it. Break everything. Thank you. You asked for that shit.
The elves came for Ciri.
Y'all really don't want to make an enemy of Geralt, I promise you. Oh! I miss the fighting. He's like, I got magic too, bitches. 3 wielders, although Ciri's a little shaky at the moment. Where is she, by the way? I don't see her blonde hair flopping around. You don't need to talk to him. No, don't even save him. Don't even save him.
I've got her!
Yep, you don't put your hands on her.
Oh, if I die, promise me thou do not.
You're fine. It was a shoulder wound. You'll live.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Your loot's on the other hand.
You helped my men. You have my thanks. Yes, Kier.
Okay. Oh, my little
I'll
babies.
never do that again.
Well, I guess we're not going to be able to. They're not going to fall for that twice. But can we just also take a minute to appreciate the fact that my girl is holding a portal open and just blowing bitches away? Like, you need to stop, Yennefer. Slow down.
You need to make more progress with Ciri's training.
You?
Going to Aretusa cannot be the only answer.
It's the best thing for her.
Is it?
Come with us then.
Right?
Stay, make sure she's safe.
We got to try.
It's for us to stay together.
Yeah. She's like, we've done enough the whole separation stuff, the drama, the reunions. Let's just stay together.
If you can find a way to trust me.
You're going to have to, Geralt. At least in this situation. I think you can trust that she cares enough about Ciri, even if you have to worry about other stuff.
I can't go with you.
I don't know if that's... Is it really necessary?
Then we have to split up.
Of course. Of course. Of course they do.
All this lost because of wonder.
Who doesn't want to go with y'all? On top of it. Doesn't want to go with y'all. But yeah, this is kind of the issue with being a leader. You know, you can't keep everyone.
You knew that girl.
Princess Cirilla of Sintra. She brings nothing but death.
No problem.
You're such a little...
I've had enough. Lost enough.
Yeah, time for y'all to break off.
To get help from an old friend.
Oh no, who's your old friend? It can't be anyone good for us.
Geralt.
Poor girl.
Please come back.
Right? But why can't you come back to the series? I'm fine. I really hope to say I can help her. That this isn't all for nothing.
I've got her. Whatever you think of me. That's my promise to you.
I believe you this time, Yennefer.
I know you do.
Yeah, see? He's just being a little stubborn.
That you will, in whatever form, think of me.
Fair enough. Yennefer, he couldn't get you out of his mind if you paid somebody.
That's my promise to you.
Couldn't if he tried, whether it's hating you or loving you, girl. He's obsessed. Obsessed? All right, go. You can kiss her when you get back. That's right. It's a reason for you to fight. Be like, I can't die yet. I need to make out with Yennefer one last time.
It would be best if she landed somewhere safe. And you make quite the case for Redania. There's a mage with a fondness for fire, Rient.
I'm familiar with his work.
Get rid of him.
Yep.
Get rid of him, and you will have earned Ciri's trust. And Geralt, and mine.
Interesting. I never know if he's playing or not. I feel like he would never betray Geralt like that, but Geralt has not exactly made him a warm, fuzzy friend.
You're good at this game.
Yeah, he's not a dummy.
If you say so.
I mean, you earned it. You just assumed the guy was a jackass because you saw him for 30 seconds. Seed waste, was it? You should have observed a little before making that judgment.
I miss you already. Or should I say, we miss you?
I think he knew.
I have my eyes on our next home. A dollhouse on a squid farm.
He gave her his medallion? Did he leave her a note? I didn't know Geralt could read. I'm kidding.
I left after all those good nights because I was scared.
Maybe.
Perhaps I was. For the first time.
Not this bitch again.
Real fear.
Yeah, fear is real when you care about someone.
Ciri again.
Yep.
Will tell an even more menacing future.
Damn it. He should have broken more, like his neck. But I guess he wanted to know who was sending him, so.
I will learn to trust you again.
He's determined.
You, Ciri and I, we belong together.
Just like Mariah Carey said, but God, this stupid show just keep pushing y'all apart.
Geralt.
Not her bitch ass daddy. We've heard little. I'm surprised we didn't hear anything from him this episode, but I guess it's not the time. And whose photo is this? That poor woman that you, that you used and abused, saved your pathetic life. Why don't you hug that? I'm so sad that her mom's gone. Poor woman thought this man loved her, used her as an incubation chamber. Okay, guys, well, that was the first episode, and that was really, really good. Very long. That was a very long episode, but I think we needed that to kind of get us back into the swing of things, and again, of how crazy and chaotic this world is for Geralt and Ciri and Yennefer. Following them through the first half of this episode as they've been running constantly from so many different corners. They've got elves after them, they've got humans after them. Their father, Ciri's father, who they don't know is her father, is still over them. Is still after them. We've got this king. Like, there's so many people coming for them that it's like they can't get a moment's peace. They can't get a moment to do what they need to do. And even with Yennefer trying to train Ciri, I feel like she'd be more successful if they had the time to actually just settle in somewhere and really get comfortable and mentally and emotionally settle enough for her to focus. But they haven't been able to do that. We saw that they only possibly got a couple months in every place before they were hunted down. And so just seeing how the toll that was taking on them and how they understood very quickly that it wasn't sustainable, right? It was not sustainable for them to keep running. At some point, the continent's going to run out. You know what I mean? At some point, they're going to have to stop and just really figure out what they need to do and stand and fight. But the three of them against all those forces is just an impossible task, particularly now with Ciri not quite tapping into her powers enough, which is an interesting thing as well. The Yennefer and Ciri training, you know, Yennefer can only train Ciri in the way that she learned, and Yennefer's power works so much differently than Ciri's. So I feel like this is why she's struggling a bit, because I think what she's trying to say is that Tissaia was very good at identifying what worked for each magic practitioner versus Yennefer, who kind of only knows where a lot of hers was instinctual. Like a lot of Yennefer's magic and her magic wielding came from an instinct, and then, you know, Tissaia just kind of helped her shape it and kind of form it a bit better. But it's not the same with Ciri. Ciri's is much more, it's a different type of magic altogether, first and foremost. And hers has typically always come from very traumatic emotions, right? Fear, anger, frustration. So it's not like she taps into it as naturally potentially as other mages have. So, and also every time her magic has happened, something traumatic has happened. Like she's breaking down the, what were they called? Obelisks? I can't remember the name of the big things with all the things inside, the portals inside. But anyways, the point is her magic has been really, really destructive up until now. So that's leaving a mental scar on her, an emotional one. And I do believe, and then we had her whole body taken over by a being last season who wanted to use her magic for evil and did. So, all that stuff is still sitting with Ciri. And I do think that her inability to kind of channel in the way that Yennefer is showing her is also a bit of an emotional block for her to want to let loose, because it hasn't really brought the best of results up until now. It's really been more destructive and hurtful than not. Plus, she also knows that people want to use her for it. So there's just a lot of weight on Ciri mentally and emotionally, and I do think it's affecting her ability to tap into her powers the way that she wants to. But also, I just think a general lack of understanding as well. But anyway, it's just interesting to see that, I like that, Yennefer is like, I'm doing my best. I realize that I'm maybe not the best teacher and I don't want to put this on Ciri. Like, if I know what I'm doing, I should be able to help her. But, like I said, I don't think it's as bad as that. I do think that Ciri's got her own stuff going on, and maybe someone like Tissaia, who's been at this a lot longer than Yennefer, because we got to remember Tissaia's been around for a few centuries, that, yeah, she probably has better ideas of like what might be blocking Ciri and how to get her to tap in her own way to use her abilities. So yeah, they've tried it for, looks like, I think in the Showtime it was like at least a good year of them trying to do it on her own, and she couldn't. So I think it's a good idea for them to go, although Tissaia's always got a lot of shit going on, so I don't know how much we can trust her, but I'm gonna hope that she actually is gonna stay true and not try to do anything shady, because we all know that even she understands that Ciri is something crazy. And I think she might have her own designs as well, as everyone on the continent seems to have when it comes to her. Outside of that, we see that the elves under the Elven Queen, whose name just slipped out of my head, they are definitely falling apart. She's been going off of sheer emotion since losing her child, which is understandable. And when you go off of emotion and kind of your own personal vendetta, you're going to lose people after a while. And we see that there is a splinter of her elves that are starting to feel like she doesn't really know what she's doing anymore. They're not really behind what her goal is, or the goal she said they had is no longer the one that they have anymore. And so, yeah, we're seeing that they're starting to feel like they need to split off from her, because not everybody wants to keep risking everything for Ciri, especially when they don't understand why Ciri is important. And she's keeping that to herself right now. So, and again, a lot of it's legend and lore for a lot of them that they don't fully believe. So yeah, there's going to be issues, obviously, if the elves don't stay united, because the whole continent of humans is against them. So if they don't stick together, it's going to cause issues. But we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, Robbie Amell is still throwing me off. I can't unsee Robbie Amell. I don't even see the character. I'm like, Robbie? Anyways, sorry. So we'll have to see what happens with them, but she lost her brother now. Geralt was the one to take him, so she's got beef with Geralt that will probably never be solved, unfortunately. I kind of hope maybe they would all come together at some point, but yeah, now that Geralt did that, I feel like the only way she'd ever be able to let Ciri and Yennefer in is if Geralt is gone, and that's not going to happen on Ciri's watch. So yeah, now we know who's pulling the strings behind Rience. We didn't know last season, but now we know who sent him after Ciri. It makes sense. That guy, since the get-go, has wanted Ciri gone. I think now he might want to possibly try to use her, but we know from season 1 he's wanted Ciri gone, right? He was out there getting all these girls slaughtered as babies because he didn't want this girl to rise. So yeah, now that we know that, we need to take care of that. I'm thinking Geralt's got to figure that out too, so he can actually make sure that Rience doesn't continue to have someone who can heal him and fix all the damage Geralt does. Although, like I said, I would have loved if Geralt ended it when he could have, but I understand why he didn't. So yeah, that's where we're at now, is that our group split up again, which makes me sad, but I get it for this, the storytelling. But I really hate that they're broken up. But yeah, now we're going to have Geralt going off on his own, trying to follow that trail of who else he can stop from coming after Ciri. We just saw her dad at the end. He's burning anything that tracks or that connects him and the queen, the former princess, I should say. He really just wants his connection to Ciri, because obviously nobody in his new army has any idea of who he was prior. So yeah, interesting that he's doing that, but he kept the baby picture of Ciri. So I'm not saying he doesn't love Ciri, but he clearly he just wants her for purpose. Because there's no way he would have done what he did to her mother if it wasn't all about a divine purpose that he thinks he's supposed to fulfill with her. So I feel bad for Ciri. I do think she's going to fall under his spell for a bit this season, just because, again, that's the only family she knows of biologically that is still around. But this whole year that she spent with Yennefer, I'm assuming it's a year, with Yennefer and Geralt, I really think cemented her chosen family. And that's why I think it's going to keep her on her path, which, again, she discovered her purpose this episode. She now knows that she wants to be the unifying force between humans and elves and stop all this war and hopefully forge a path forward, which is very idealistic. And as I said in the episode, I get why Geralt was like, I don't know, girl, but at the same time, things never change unless you get the idealists who are willing to ignore the jaded cynicism of the past and kind of move forward or try to move forward. But we'll have to see. Like, Geralt's right. It's not going to be easy. And a lot of people, a lot of elves aren't going to respect her. A lot of humans are not going to respect her. But that's why I'm glad she has a purpose, though, because that's what's going to keep her from wavering when all these people try to pull her different directions, because that's going to happen. The more powerful she becomes, the more people are going to try to pull her to their side. And so if she doesn't have that internal compass about what she wants to do, she's going to get pulled. So yeah, we'll have to see how things go. I'm excited. This was a great start to the season as usual. The fight scene was bomb. And yeah, I'm very excited to see where we're going to go with both sides here, because it's all about Ciri's growth at this point. I think they've shown now that Geralt has grown. He loves people. He has a family again, which was his greatest fear as a Witcher. But it's good growth for him, because being alone for centuries was definitely not his happy place. So yeah, great episode, guys. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please throw some love onto this video, and we will see you in the next episode.